So I should mention my awesome segment jingles. They're my little intros and jingles, and you just heard one just a second ago, and you'll hear one at the end of this segment. That one will be about jokes, but I'm getting ahead of myself. The segment jingles are written and performed by Greg the Hero, which, according to him, is a guy, and according to the internet, is a band, so I don't know. He might be more than one person and just very cleverly disguised. Yeah, I did pay for these segments, but only just barely. I don't want to tell you how much I spent on them because that's kind of getting personal. And, you know, if you've heard my business plan about attracting segment sponsors, it will take me 2 or 3 weeks of sponsorship before I can even cover the cost that I paid for these awesome jingles. But basically, I paid him something like $1,800 an hour, which is great because I only bought 3 to 5 seconds at a time. And some of the ones over 5 seconds, he just charged me the 3-second rate, so that was pretty tight. I paid another guy for a couple, but they were incredibly awful, like beyond awful, like world-class awful, like he was aspiring to new heights of awful, like I should let this joke go, fine. The fidelity was bad, there was no music to him, it was just him talking into, I assume, his laptop microphone. But I put a bounty out on the jingles. He was the first to respond. I had to pay him in order to get my credibility up to get somebody better. But since I spent money on him, why don't we have a listen?
And now, breaking news.
Yeah, you see, that's just awful. There's no reason for that to suck so mad. Okay, what else we got? Next?
Health news, you sick bastard.
Ugh, just awful. Terrible. I cut him loose. Segment jingles, baby. Jingles all the way. On the first date. Which is, if you're going to date a jingle, she really has to go all the way. It's just common courtesy. It's just that, it's just how that cruel mistress rolls. Downhill. Okay, this has turned into free word association, I think. It's going somewhere. I promise. It is. Downhill in a hurry. So I'm planning to continue my podcast past this one. This is my 4th one. I've got one more in the can. And hopefully I'll go on beyond that. But I don't know because I'm living in the past. So you can listen to the end of this segment and it'll tell you the actual update of what's actually going on in the actual future. So when I don't have a specific jingle, I use one of 3 generic transitions, which by now you've probably heard enough times. So if you want to make some jingles for me for less common segments, or if you think you can do better than the ones I've had, head over to the fan subreddit, check it out. The fan subreddit is at reddit.com/r/glossypodcast. Yeah, it's, that was a good hit on the sound there. Yeah, check the sidebar, see if I need any help. And while you're there, chat with me and all my fans. Which is probably, you know, just you and me at this point. Ain't it awesome, having that kind of access to a celebrity of my caliber? Oh, your friends are going to be so jelly. Think how elite you'll be. Just you and me hanging out. Discussing nothing. Can't go wrong. Well, I mean, you can go wrong. But I have faith in you. And for that matter, because this is a 4K podcast, at least as it appears on YouTube, the MP3 is not in 4K on account of that not being a thing. Car driving by. So, because I don't have a 4K camera, and I have to fake it, if you want to provide photos I can use, or illustrations for upcoming topics, that would just be awesome. That would be so cool. I would love it. I would give you a high five. Yeah, so you'll get credit. It'll make the podcast more enjoyable for everyone, especially you. It's going to be great. Thank you for being a fan and helping me out. So, let's tell some jokes. Man, that was going to be so good. She's barking at a bird. Oh, there's a person. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Mila, come here. So, let's tell some jokes.